What's going on, y'all? It's Goofy Rex. All right, so Dark Dimension 4 rewards, they're not good. The community has already said it. They're not excited about these Dark Dimension 4 rewards. You know, apart from getting Dr. Doom, there's really not much excitement here. I mean, yes, you're going to be getting some gold orbs. You're going to be getting some mega orbs. You're going to be getting an elite 5-star orbs. Great. But there's other things that they could have done to increase or to at least entice and excite the player community when it comes to these rewards. So today's video, we're going to be talking about the improvements that they should make to these Dark Dimension 4 rewards to make it a little bit more exciting and more appealing, you know, to your player base. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, so the first thing that, in my opinion, that they need to increase here is the gold. I mean, gold is the biggest bottleneck in this game. It's the biggest frustration, you know, for me actually in this game is really kind of just not having enough gold. And later on, we'll talk about some other resources too as well that I think that they could add to Dark Dimension 4 to make things better. So for me, the biggest thing is adding more gold. So if we do the math here, right, in each Dark Dimension 4, you're going to be getting 300k per mission that you complete, and then an additional sort of reward, which could be either 5 gold orbs, 1 mega orb, 200 orange ability materials, and then 1 elite 5-star orb, which is cool. Like, I'm glad that they're giving these rewards. I just don't like the amount that they're giving for these rewards. The final sum of the node rewards is going to be 35 gold orbs, 4 mega orbs, and then 4 elite 5-star orbs. Now, they haven't really given us an update here, by the way, on how much T4s, like how much of these they're going to be given. So that, I guess, we're going to have to wait to see on, you know, once we kind of move forward in the Dark Dimension 4 completion process. Hopefully they'll reveal that information soon. But for me, the gold is really kind of the biggest thing, right? So 300k gold is times 15 nodes, which is what we've seen so far in the data mines. It's on MSF.gg, by the way, in the map section. There's if you click on areas and you click on Dark Dimension 4, you'll see that there are 15 nodes that are there. So in my personal opinion, I think that the 300k gold is a little lackluster per node. It's not really much of an increase here. In Dark Dimension 3 per node, you were getting 200k gold. The 300k gold that you're getting for Dark Dimension 4 is the equivalent, when you add it up, to it's 4.5 million gold. And when you're adding the gold orbs to that too as well, if you only get the minimum of 150k gold, which I know you probably won't only get the minimum, but if you only get the minimum of 150k gold, when you add that 4.5 plus the 35 gold orbs together, you're going to be getting 9.7 million gold, which sounds like a lot, but it really actually isn't, because to go from level 1 to level 80 is 7.7 million gold. To go from just level 75 alone to 80 is now 2.1 million gold. So at a minimum, you need at least 4 characters, right? So 4 characters per node. Then there's 4 different sort of traits that you need: legendary, global, cosmic, whatever. Like, there's 4 different things that you're going to need, 4 different characters that you're going to need per trait that you need for that Dark Dimension 4 completion. You're looking at 16 characters. If they're all at level 75, which they're not all, if they're 16 at level 75 and you're going from 75 to 80, like I said, it's 2.1. So 16 times that 2.1 is going to be the equivalent of 33 million gold that you're going to need in order to be able to do that. So yes, the rewards are okay, but you're not getting enough to really upgrade a character or 2 from level 1 to level 80. But then also, you're not even really getting anything back for the 33 million that you just spent to bring characters to Dark Dimension 4. So in my opinion, they got to increase the gold so that the gold can at least somewhat make up for what you just spent, and then also make up for what you're going to spend after you're done with Dark Dimension 4 too as well. So in my opinion, the gold that they're given, it's not enough. They need to add a little bit more to it so that you can, like I said, recuperate, and then also as well be able to bring some additional characters that you need or that you would like, you know, to bring them all the way up to level 1 to level 82 as well. All right. All right, so I briefly talked about this, like the sum of the rewards, right? So 35 gold orbs, the 4 mega orbs, and the 4 elite 5-star orbs, not really much of an increase. As a matter of fact, for the mega orbs and for the 4 elite 5-star orbs, there was actually no increase from Dark Dimension 3. They're actually the same rewards that you were getting from completing Dark Dimension 3. So they got to fix that, and I know that you might say, hey, mega orbs aren't really important. They kind of are, they're always adding new characters at this point, right? We've seen this year, they're adding pretty much basically like a character every single month to the game. So those new characters typically get added to the mega orb. So even if you're late game, it would be nice to be able to have some mega orbs to potentially be able to land some of those big characters some of those new characters, I should say, that will be added to those mega orbs. You're still going to want to be able to get, some of those new characters. Now I get it. You're probably going to get a lot of Ultimates food, but for us, like mid to early late game players, there's still a lot of characters that we don't have maxed out, or a lot of characters that are not even farmable yet. So if we could potentially be able to get an opportunity to land characters from a mega orb, even if it doesn't happen, I would still like to be able to at least have that opportunity. The elite 5-star orbs is kind of what I want to talk about a little bit. So yes, they could increase the amount of mega orbs that you're getting. I think they should increase that to at least 8. I think that they should increase that to at least 8. I think that they should also increase the elite 5-star orbs. We're already getting elite 5-star orbs for completing Dark Dimension 3. What about giving us some elite 7s? Some elite 6s, increase if you're going to keep the number at 4, at least increase the value of that orb. I would have preferred if they had just added an additional, like I said, if it's going to keep the 4, give me an elite 6. Give me an elite 7, or maybe give me elite 7 for DD5. Like, just give me something else than just the elite 5-star orb. I would have preferred if they had done that. I think that the elite 5-star orb, in my opinion, was kind of like, it's kind of like whatever. They just said, hey, we're just going to throw that in there. But give us elite 6s. A lot of the players who are going to complete this first are players, by the way, who already have a bunch of 5s. So the 5s don't really benefit them as much. Yeah, you could land new 5s on new characters. I get it. I completely get that. But I feel like giving them elite 6s would have been a better way to actually at least make the value of the other rewards better, in my personal opinion. All right, so now I'm going to go through what I think would be good additions, things that they don't have yet that would be good for them to add as rewards. So I've already talked about the mega orbs. Double those. I've already talked about the elite 5-star orbs. Give us elite 6s now. I should have also mentioned this too as well. What about promotion credits? Maybe some silver promotion credits or some gold promotion credits, I think would be good rewards to be able to also add into additional. So if you're going to give us an elite 5 or an elite 6 or whatever the case is, then adding some additional promotion credits too, I think would be really cool. Sort of added thing that they couldn't do to the rewards to make the rewards just a little bit better. Another thing that I talked about, that I thought about, too, that I should mention, or I would like for them to add, would be training mats. Wow. Could you add some training mats to as well? With the characters that we're going to now have to take from, so gold is not just the biggest issue, but characters that you're going to have to take from level 75 to level 80, then or 71 to 80, training mats are going to be an issue. Why is it that we still don't have purple in node farms, like campaign node farms, or that we don't have more access to the gold training mats is mind-blowing to me. But I would say for rewards, add training mats to Dark Dimension 4. I think that would be a nice, real kind of cool addition that I would actually welcome very well if they were actually able to add those to it. I mentioned, promo credits too as well, but now with us finding out that next summer too, that they're going to be adding tier 2 ISOs. We already I've seen the tier 1 ISO aspect. What if they were then able to add ions? I think ions would actually be a really cool additional feature or additional reward that they could actually add to the Dark Dimension 4 rewards, especially considering that a lot of us probably won't be able to complete Dark Dimension 4. A lot of us won't be able to, complete it until probably late next year, if it comes out this year, or if it comes out early next year. Like, we're not going to be able to probably complete those, you know, until probably the end of the year. But we know that, and if that's the case, they've already mentioned that spring is when they're going to be introducing these new tier 2 ISOs. Well, it would be nice if they also then added ions, so that we could actually get more of those to be able to do more theory crafting with our ISOs, our tier 1 ISOs. You know, I think that them adding ions also as well as a reward would also be a really good additional thing that they could do for, you know, Dark Dimension 4 rewards. So these are just kind of like my quick thoughts. Obviously, right, let's increase the gold. Let's give some more gold so that you can recuperate some of the costs that you've already spent to get characters into Dark Dimension 4, and then also characters that you can then could bring to Dark Dimension, additional characters that you're going to want to bring in for your second run. You know, increase the amount of mega orbs. They're still important, they're still needed, there's still new characters being added to the game. T4s I think are also crucial and imperative too. We don't really get a lot of them, you know, when you think about it, we really don't get a lot of them at all, you know. Yeah, so it would be nice to have some additional rewards for that. I don't know if I mentioned that already. Elite 6s, gold promotion credits, but then additional things too, like your training mats, adding ions, adding silver promotion credits or gold promotion credits. I think would be really cool additional rewards that they should add to Dark Dimension 4 rewards. All right, guys, so this is my thoughts. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Always curious, you know, too, as well. Appreciate you guys. Be blessed and be safe.